This is part of, well, this is a huge driver as to why we wanted to buy some land. We got to protect our countryside. It's not cool. This housing development here, when they got planning, they also got planning for 10 houses to be on this field. You can see the access here that was left all those years ago so that housing could be extended out onto this field. But the really depressing part, there's a gap in the trees there. This field here is open countryside, well outside the settlement boundary. They cut all the trees down and have completely cleared this. And you've got to ask yourself the question, what good reason other than to try at some point in the future to build on this lovely field? So basically our concern is that we're going to be surrounded on like all sides by new developments and being built on open countryside. And you know, once it's gone forever, right? I mean, you could argue they've left this in a pretty crap state. Like to most people they'd be like, yeah, fair enough, put houses on it. This has still arguably got more biodiversity in this little scrap of land, even though it's a bit of a mess, than that does, because it's been left fallow for like God knows how many years, like 20 years. People would argue, you know, it's fair enough to put housing on here. And they did get planning for it a long time ago, but out there, we got to protect our countryside. This is a huge driver as to why we wanted to buy some land. First of all, to get a decent sizable amount of land that we can protect and stop being built on, and secondly, so that we don't live somewhere where we're going to be enclosed by development, because that's the whole reason we bought our house. It's because it backed onto fields. I've been wanting to show our little house and why it's so hard to leave here, because it's just ideal for us. I have a lovely home that we worked very hard to do this. There was a big chimney across where that sofa is when we came here, and we're in one room, that was another room, and the kitchen was another room, and we opened it all up. Absolutely adore this pantry. I'm going to miss this. This is going to be hard. This is such a great house. I love this house. It just works. The light's good. The garden's lovely. Don't still quite understand what on earth we're doing. The messy space is the working space. It's where we have boots and coats and all of that kind of stuff. This, however, is the workshop, and this is going to be the benefit of the new place. This, as you can see, is far, far too small for people who are very into their projects. Toby's got his new toy for the new place, his chainsaw. So yeah, that is not big enough, and we're going to have workshop and garage space galore, which is going to be brilliant. A lovely garden. But as I've already shown on another video, the mess that has been created next door and the houses that are being built is all a bit of a concern, which is a big reason why we're moving on. We've got storage in the entrance hall. We've got this sort of triple height space going on. Strip these staircases, oh my word. And then this lovely big landing area. So yeah, we have done loads, and it was a mess when we bought it. This triple height space wasn't here. The kitchen was tiny. We didn't have this big open plan. None of this was here 5 years ago. You know, we've done all of this, so we can totally do it again. I think this is just something that we've got to go for. Yes, it's lovely, but we're going to have something else that's going to be lovely. It'll be different, won't be the same, but